It's got to feel good to be you.
Well, it feels good. I don't know if it feels good to be me. It feels good to be right because
For
we have
sure.
Wow.
tens of thousands of clients who, we were just talking before the show, and silver is up so much. And so I've got to take a little step back into history because January of 25, silver was $28 an ounce. Right. And
Yep.
and back then we were talking on this show. Oh, I thought silver was going to be 67 to 75 by the end of the year. People thought, Kirk, you're crazy. Not going to grow that
No
much.
way.
Well, we ended the year at like 71.
Yep.
Right. So right in that range. Then the next one was going to be silver 120 to 140 by late spring, early summer. Well, I don't think it's going to take until late spring, quite honestly, because we're at like 113.29. It's like, what? It's like, okay, so we've got to, so we've been right on our predictions. Yes, that's amazing. That's not just like I pulled these out of the air. There's strong fundamental reasons why. With low supply, high demand, countries now allocating into silver at the central bank level, like India. China running out. They're no longer exporting to the rest of the world. I mean, there's so much that's behind the analysis of why we got to these numbers and why even a long time ago, we seem to be way ahead of the curve, but you could see it coming, right? I also think silver's probably going to be $200 plus by the end of this year. Couldn't be much higher.
Wow.
But I want to under promise and over deliver, right? I mean, so we'll get into it, but here's where all eyes of the world are on precious metals right now. Literally, all of them, right? And so you look at what Trump is doing with strategic, metals, rare earth metals. Some of the news that's coming out, like, oh boy. There's the Department of Commerce. They're going to inject $2.5 billion into rare earths, including silver, to get, vaulting and storage here and to develop that infrastructure, right? Okay, so this morning, the news of $2.5 billion injection by the Department of Commerce, USA Rare Earths, it's like a stock went up 20% based on $2.5 billion of government injection into the markets. To tell you how goofy that story is to me, we have probably close to $10 billion of silver in clients' hands.
Your clients.
Wow.
$2.5 billion by the government is small. Sorry, my phone is ringing like literally off the hook constantly. Constantly. So to me, that's a small story, even though mainstream media is saying this is huge, this is massive, look what it's doing. And now these anything tied to metals is going up a lot. But it's like, we've done 4 times that over the last 4 or 5 years. It's like, well, it's not that big of a deal, but yet it is. Because we have so many clients in silver. We are part of history here, which is amazing to think about, right? So now that all eyes of the world are on precious metals, and the world is now getting really ticked with America, like in a bad way, because Trump is protecting America and our interest and putting America first for the first time in like decades, right?
His speeches in Davos was basically like walking into your enemy's house, opening up their fridge, making a sandwich, taking their bathrobe, putting it on, sitting at their couch, putting your feet on the ottoman, and putting on your favorite show. That's basically what he did in Davos.
And not saying thank you for the sandwich.
No, he said, hey, give me a soda. Give me a
soda while you're up.
Give me a Diet Coke while you're up.
Yeah. No, so because of that, because of Greenland and the national security thing there and what Trump's been saying about that, we are going to have Greenland for national security. This is better for the rest of the world, right? It's better for safety. And the tariffs that are going to go on Europe because of that. What is Germany now saying? So they're saying nothing different than what has been done, what Trump did when he repatriated gold and silver last year, brought it back to New York. You know, Germany's now wanting to do the same thing. They're saying the top German economists in Germany are telling the German government, get our gold out of America, right? So they're wanting to repatriate. Here's the thing. COMEX, which is the North American exchange depository system, they already don't have the supply, right? It's low supply. There's hardly anything there. So if Germany repatriates and they're going to get their metals out, okay, this is a problem, right? Because there's really not any there. So what's China doing? China is doing the same thing. They are out of silver in China, in a bad way. Now, they need it for manufacturing, right? So, because they're manufacturing superpower, they make electronics and they make everything else. So, over the last 3 months, what did they do? They stopped all exports of silver to the rest of the world. Why would you stop exports if you're an exporting nation? Because you need what's being exported. They don't want it to leave. Then they put anti-hoarding laws on gold and silver in China for their own citizens. So since the beginning of time, they've been encouraging their citizens, buy gold, buy silver, just buy it, buy it, right? Because they want to back up their currency. Now they're saying, you can't hold on to silver because we need it, right? And now you've got AI, things in America with Asian guy who's an avatar. He's not real, right? It's like AI. What are they saying? Get rid of your bullion, go into rare coins, go into something that's not going to be confiscated. To what end? It looks like this is CCP propaganda videos because Americans believe this nonsense, that's stupid ideas. They're getting rid of their bullion, right?
Oh,
and the
wow.
moment their bullion gets back onto the exchange, what's China doing? They're paying a massive premium for it. I'd have to look at the numbers. They're paying about $9 to $11 over spot immediately. That's instant arbitrage. So if you can buy silver for 113 in America today, and you can sell it for 121 in China because it's like a $9 premium, they're doing it. Instant arbitrage, instant profit. Buy at this price, sell immediately at the other price. But what does China need? Needs delivery. So COMEX is being drained of inventory at a rate that we've never seen because of this instant arbitrage opportunity. So this is what's causing metals to go up. China is literally out of supply, right? This is bonkers.
Wow.
So you've got not just China, Germany's wanting to repatriate. Right. And I sent you an article from this weekend. It was from Saturday. Right. And it said gold is about to break out above 5,000 for the first time in history. It's
sure.
I can't keep up with the news because it's now over 5,100. And it's
wow. That was over the weekend.
Saturday. It's old news.
Yeah.
It's like nothing we've ever seen. Now, Bank of America, this is really interesting to me. Bank of America basically said silver in their most recent research report, gold is going to be $6,000 an ounce by this spring. That's a couple months away.
I know.
Yeah.
Right? So here's the math. And this actually, I was so excited about this because it goes along with everything you and I have been talking about, silver being 120 to 140 by the end of spring, early summer, right? So with gold at 6,000 at a ratio of 40 to 1, which we're at 45 to 1 right now, that would put silver at 150. Okay, so Bank of America's projection that gold is going to hit 6,000, you put that at a ratio of 40 to 1, which we're not that far away from, we're at 45 to 1. That puts silver at 150. So Bank of America is actually saying the same thing that I am, which makes me think because they're always like way off. I think it might be way higher, right?
Wow.
My projection of silver being 120 to 140 might be small potatoes compared to what it's really going to be, right? So I look at all of this stuff, and every client that we allocated into silver on Friday is already at a profit position.
I mean, that is so huge. And because you're talking
Consider
about,
that.
that's huge. Because you're talking about, like, somebody may be listening to the show talking about where was silver last January? Where is silver today? And maybe somebody's thinking, man, did I miss the boat? Is it too late? But based on everything that you're sharing here and what you just shared about last Friday, no, it's absolutely not too late. This is a great time.
It's not. It's not. And so all this story about gold, right? German repatriating it, Bank of America saying it's going to hit 6,000. Why are they saying that? Because it's very important. And gold is up 19% year to date. Year to date, up 19%.
Wow.
It's January 26th. It's not like December and it's up 19%. It's up 19% in the first 26 days of the year.
Man.
Okay. Now I'm going to blow your mind. That's gold. What's silver done year to date? Silver is up 57%.
Oh,
year
my
to date.
goodness.
57%. I mean, it started the beginning of January, 26 days ago, at 71 and some change, and it's now almost 114. It's like unbelievable, right? So as much as we thought gold was actually pretty cool, it's up 19%. It's going up almost 1% a day. Silver is more than doubling that, right? Man. Silver is tripling the rate of growth of gold, which is why we are allocated into silver and not gold, because we're taking advantage of the high growth. This is going to build into the ratio trade that we've been talking about for over a year now. It's like when I wake up in the morning, and much to many people's chagrin, I put on my jeans and t-shirt. I don't spruce it up very much, right? You're lucky I have a collared, like, cold jacket.
That's what we love about you. You're not the typical doctor.
It's not your grandpa's PhD.
I'm not wearing a tie. I'm not wearing a suit. I just get up and I pinch myself and thinking, we were right.
Yeah.
We were right. And it's because every single morning for over a decade, this is why I think I've been right. I get up in the morning. I'm a creature of habit. I have a couple eggs. I go to the gym. I have my devotions. I have my quiet time so I can hear clearly from God without the distractions of the phones ringing off the hook, right? And it's like, God, where is this going? What strategy should we utilize for not just me, but for all of our clients, right? Because I'm in the same boat that all of you are. I allocate exactly the same way. And I believe that I heard from him over the last few years. It's why we set up our company the way that we did. It's why we allocate the way that we do. It's not that I'm super smart, it's that I've got good ears to hear from God, right? And it's like, I think he has given direct, divine, Holy Spirit downloads of how to allocate for such a time as this. And it's right underneath our nose. And so even though I get up in the morning, it's like, I'm just a regular guy that has gotten it right because I hear from God, and he uses regular people to help other people. Right. And I don't know. I'm just beyond blessed.
It's a transference of wealth. I mean, that is what we are witnessing right now. It's a transference of wealth. And it's so exciting to see how that's happening everywhere we go. You know, we're at live events and people are like, I mean, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe what's happened to my retirement. Thank you so much for introducing us to Dr. Kirk. Thank you for talking to us about silver. We had some great friends that we've known for 30 years, and they're like, I'm so glad that when Dr. Kirk came on, that we listened and, we put ourselves in a position, we just pushed all of our chips to the center of the table.
This is out of character for us. Not normally like this, but like we're going all in on silver, and now that's like, and people are in demand. You said earlier before we recorded, you were closed because the banks were all closed. Last Monday you announced you were closed. You put it in your newsletter. You announced it and all this kind of stuff, and you got 1,200 calls anyway. On a day that you were closed. In our production meeting this morning, producer Colt and I were talking about, people want to extrapolate. Well, if it took a year to go from here to here, and that was, let's say 25 to 50, and how long it takes to get from here to here, those numbers, because if it's just 3%, well, it goes up faster because say it is 3% a week. Let's just make up a number. If it was only 3% a week, it becomes 3% a much bigger number. 3% of $100, it's a much bigger rise than 3% of 25. So it does escalate quickly. So the time frames to get from, the 100 to 120 or the 120 to 150 are much shorter than 25 to 30 or 25 to 50. So some of the people that have been waiting on this patiently, for a long time that bought in, early, it's neat seeing all the memes out there of, the Irish dancers, they put the music to. If you see them, there's X is just full of funny memes. They put like, these guys bought silver at $3 an ounce back in the 1980s or whatever, and they're like dancing Irish jig or whatever. All these memes are unbelievable. They waited a long time, but the people in now, even though they weren't in as early, the compressed time frame of the percentage increase is a percentage of a much bigger number. So they're getting into profit quicker.
Yes.
I mean, there's still a doubling to tripling ahead of us. You're not too late. I mean, you think, why would I buy at a high? Right? I get this question every single day. Kirk, silver's like at an all-time high. I've always been taught, don't buy at a high. Like, well, people thought that about silver in January. It was at a high. It was because it was at 71. Now we're at 114. It's like when the fundamentals don't change, you're going to have high after high after high after high moving forward. So general rule of thumb, don't look at the price when you buy it, right? Because if you're going to allocate into it, in a bull market, get in as soon as you can. In a bear market, get out as soon as you can. Because we're investors, right? We're not day traders. We're not traders. I'm not a trader, right? I don't look at the price when I buy and it's like, should I wait till it dips like 80 cents and then buy? It's like, no, I don't care. It's like, because I see where we're headed. By a couple of months from now, we're probably going to be at 140, and then we're probably going to be at 200, and then maybe even more by the end of the year. I'm not going to care if I'm in a dollar higher or a dollar lower. Case in point, I had a gentleman that had a couple 100,000 that he was investing, and this was when silver was 88. And he heard some numbskull on the internet say, oh, technically it's just going to correct to 79. It's like, that's not. But he listened to that. So he said, I called him and said, let's get you allocated. He said, no, I'm waiting till it hits 79. I said, I don't think it's going to get there, buddy. Don't think it's going to get there. Well, he was convinced that somebody said it's going to hit 79, and he wanted to get every ounce out of it that he could, right? Well, now we're at 114. He's still not in, right?
Yep.
So in this kind of strength, you allocate into it. Don't look at the day-to-day fluctuations. When it's time to sell, when it's time to reallocate, when it's time to do anything, we'll let you know, because this is what the heartbeat of what we do as a company.
Because it's what you're going to be doing.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's what I'm going to do for my own portfolio, and 99% of my clients are going to want to do the same thing, right? So just get in. I mean, this is the strongest bull market of a generation, and I literally pinch myself and think, when people are calling me crying every day, tears of joy, because this has changed their lives. They now don't have to worry about their retirement. They feel safe and secure for the first time ever, right? And it's like something as silly as silver was able to change people's lives, right? And when silver's done, we're going to go into gold. And it's going to continue that run, right? So I'm just happy. I'm happy for all of you who have acted, who took the courage, the leap of faith to call somebody that you didn't know, that you heard on the internet. It's like, I'm going to give you my retirement assets. I don't take that lightly. I know that's a big, huge decision to give somebody money that you've never met before. And yet now look, when you took that leap of faith,
right,
and and you had that prompting to do it, and look at how it's paying off. That's a responsibility that I will take into eternity with me, because it's not my money, it's God's money that we're dealing with. And I'm just glad that you said yes, and we connected, because look what's happened. It's changed people's lives.
So exciting. Flyover family, it's very simple. If you're like, well, what do I do? What's the step that I would take? It's very simple. You just go to flyovergold.com. It's a landing page. You can fill out your information to set up a free consultation. And you can also get that free book that Dave was talking about, Thriving in the Economic Tsunami, Why You Are There. But it's very simple. Again, flyovergold.com, fill out your information, set up that free consultation, get your questions answered, find out what's great for your family, then you can make wise decisions. Dr. Kirk, we are so thankful for your time. Thank you for your expertise. Thank you for how you've been sharing this for so many years, and then to see where it is today, it's so exciting. We really do appreciate it.
Everyone is talking about this.
The one thing that's very important part of my portfolio all these years is gold.
As gold hit all-time highs already this year.
And get a free info kit on gold today.
It's called silver.
Gold coin.
And though we are thrilled that everyone is talking about investing in precious metals, a lot of these 1-800 numbers will make you feel like just another transaction. That's why it's crucial to work with a person, not a faceless institution, when it comes to your finances. You deserve to be treated like family, not just another number. Dr. Kirk Elliott, who we've known for over 25 years, he doesn't just sell gold and silver. He offers trust, care, and a personal touch that an impersonal institution could never match. So when it comes to securing your financial future, don't just call a company, call a person. Call Dr. Kirk Elliott at 720-605-3900 or visit flyovergold.com to learn more.
If you want to do anything worthwhile in life, you've got to be hungry. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So every day I was working to develop myself. And that's what you must do.
I promise you one thing. You will never seen any player in the entire country play as hard as I will play the rest of the season.
Get here! Hey, we got 30 minutes for the rest of our life! 30 minutes for the rest of our life!
There were none before me, and there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and only. Young and single and love to mingle, certified, bona fide, indubitably qualified to bring you satisfaction, a whole lot of action. Look out, baby, I'm your love man. I was hungry. I was hungry. You got to be hungry.
And you could go back to, say, 1930, and you had 1 ounce of gold or a $20 bill. Both of those would buy you a complete men's suit, brand new, the shirt, the tie, the belt. Either one would buy you the whole thing. If you had a time machine and then you brought both of those resources into today, 1 ounce of gold could still buy you a full suit at pretty much any men's store in America. The $20 bill, why, it'd probably only get you a handkerchief or a pair of socks.
How do you get the gold and silver? Well, it's very simple. We have a friend that we've known for over 25 years. In fact, his dad was a mentor of ours, and his name is Dr. Kirk Elliott. And the way that you connect with him is you go to flyovergold.com. It's a website that we set up to make it very simple. All you do is go there, fill out your information, and someone